3, 2, 1.
Preview. 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 Preview.
Yo, what's up, girl? Yo, what's up, girl? Yo, what's up, girl?
Our topic for seminar 2 is building quality issue. For this topic, we choose Masjid 8 Kubah as our case study. Located at Kampung 8 Kotak Jelita Terengganu, it got the nickname as the Russian Mosque because of the architecture resembles St. Basil Cathedral in Moscow, Russia, and managed to attract the attention of the public. The mosque, which was built at the cost of 4 million through public donation, is actually intended to replace the previous wooden mosque, which is obsolete and over 100 years old. So what is building quality issue? Building quality issue may be a result of a defect in workmanship, design materials or system failure. This defect leads to failure in parts of the building or the structure being built. Building quality issue are a threat to the building safety and can lead to the person or property damage.
It is possible to find many issues with mosques, but in this case, we focus on two poor quality material and complex design. Some companies use cheaper material to save money. Appear to be a smart idea at the moment. Employing low quality material might lead to a number of issues. Consider some of the problems you can encounter in you employing low quality materials. As we know, high quality material will last longer, increasing the lifespan of the project. For example, if using high quality aggregate as the basics for a concrete project, it will last longer than using low quality project. It will not only be about to enjoy the project longer, but will also realize that it is safer for occupants. Besides that, poor worker result can be seen. There are leaks on the roof of the mosque, causing leak on the ceiling in the surface inside the mosque. Those who come to pray may not be as comfortable with this as there should be. It is likely that they use unskilled labor to build this mosque. Since the cost of paying worker is cheaper than that of skilled worker in construction, this causes many construction problems to arise in the future.
So complex design. While working on the constructions, of course, the building look interesting. Architecture and the design may come up with the complex design. Complex designs take time to understanding, and it is more challenging to construct a building with such a design. In the process of trying to understand the complex of the nature of the design, one may miss out of the important tiny details such as a building support. A building with a strong pillar for support may have a crack, which may end up causing the building collapse. For this case at the Masjid 8 Kubah, there were many defects on the exterior of these mosques, such as cracks on the exterior wall, dome, and of the mosque, appearance the paint rising them on the mosque wall. Even though this mosque is only 5 years old, the defects on the mosque give an attractive view. The lastly issues is poor workmanship. The failure of building structure are due to workmanship negligence and the lack of effort put into quality process on your construction sites. The construction industry and the professional at the entry levels is responsible for meeting standard of quality, care and expertise. Quality works begins with the consequence efforts of the contractor to execute the specific of the contract. As a misstep can result in expensive repair and even lawsuits. Unskilled workmen, unsuitable equipment and the materials, lack of the project management are just a few things that can lead to the poor workmanship. Besides that, poor workmanship can be seen there are leaks on the roof of the mosque, causing the leaking on the ceiling in some place in the mosque. It's like that they use unskilled labor to build things mosque as the cost of payment for the worker is cheaper than for the skilled worker in the constructions. This causes many problems on the constructions will arise in the future.
Complex design attract many tourists from within and outside the country. However, when there are many defects and shortcomings in the structure and fabric of the building, it will tarnish a little bit image of a mosque. The tourists who come also feel less comfortable and apprehensive if there is a lot of damage seen on the mosque. Therefore, visitors will decrease. This is because the design is too complex, will make difficult to contractors to understand, and they will easily make a mistake during the construction process. Third, in time, due to the use of poor quality material, it will cause a damage in the future as many defects will be found inside and outside of the building. This causes the life span of building will be reduced. For example, this mosque will last up to 50 years. However, due to the large amount of damage found, it is likely that this mosque will last up to 20 years only.
Regarding on the issues of this building, so there are some effects on it, especially when the local authority did not manage this building in terms of the building quality and building control. This mosque still had the building quality issues even though this building got the approval from the government agency, which is Pejabat Agama Daerah Besut. Supposedly, the local authority had responsibilities to enforce the compliance when the issues of the danger or non-compliance is arise. But in this case study, it shows that the issue of the building quality might give effect on the risk to the building occupants, reducing the building lifespan and risk to the public image of the Masjid Lapan Kubah. Did you know the protection of the publics and occupants of the building is the primary aim of the building control? In this case study, it shows that the defects that happen or occur in this building will expose the occupants to the risk of uncomfortable property damage, or maybe in the serious case it will lead to the injury or death. As example, as you can see in the previous video, Nawawi feels uncomfortable when he look at the defects on the ceiling. So exactly it will give effect on the Nawawi's concentration when he want to perform his prayer in this mosque.
Okay, building regulations are standard that apply to all buildings to make sure they are safe for people who are in or around them. The regulations are a series of approved documents covering the technical aspect of construction works. These building regulations are being enforced by local authority. Local authority is an institution that play important role in building control and legislation and be authorized to make sure that all the building constructions must follow the specifications that have been stated by the Building Act and legislation. The building quality issues for the Masjid Lapan Kubah is the leaking at the ceiling. It is because of the flat roof on the mosque absorb the water from rainfall and can be damp at that area. The solutions for this problem is install the damp proofing course at that flat roof. The concept of damp proofing is to make the building long life, is to maintain it to be dry or free from moisture traveling through ceilings. Dampness not only reduces the strength of the structural components but also give rise to unhygienic conditions. So, in the building design, damp prevention is one of the important factors to be considered, and every building should be damp-proof. So, damp proofing or damp proof course or DPC is a prevention method applied in buildings.
So now the solution from local authority perspective. There are few solutions that can be taken by local authority for building quality issue. The first solution is local authority need to enforce the law strictly. As example, the local authority can give compound or confiscate the building owner or developer that does not follow the law of building act and legislation. This is to make sure that the building be built according to the regulation and be safe to be occupied. Another solution it is local authority can develop policies that will guide and assist them in managing its responsibilities under building legislation oversight by the local authority risk and audit committee. By develop these policies, it will help local authorities in manner to control the building quality issue and another issue that related to the building safety.
As a conclusion, building quality is very important to the control and evaluation. No matter from government sector or from the owner of the building, this quality issue need to take serious attention because it involves the safety of building and occupants itself. When the building have a good quality and evaluation, it might help the owner of building to have maintenance plan for building in order to make sure that lifespan of building is increased and the value of building does not decrease.